can't lie. You know, you gotta keep his word. You know, so the covenants that he's made with our forefathers since the very beginning of time, beginning with Abraham and on down, that they are going to come to fruition. You know, as they already have been coming in fruition.
You know? Like the things in this life, it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth, giving up the kingdom of heaven for it. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go toward, you wanna be in that higher calling, press toward that mark.
The Lord calls the kingdom of heaven a crown. You know, in the book of Revelations is what? Let no man take that crown. You know, he said, and that crown is what? Your ticket into the kingdom of heaven. All right, just to show you that the elect is going to be kings on the earth. You know.
So this is Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
And the rest is the kingdom of heaven, all right? Just like it talks about in Jeremiah, the 31st chapter. It says what? It says, none shall make you afraid, and you shall have rest. All right? That's the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, it starts with his word, though.
Yeah.
It starts with his word. It's true. You know, those that are heavy burden rest with us, man. This is the rest, man. This knowledge. You know?
Because the kingdom of heaven is within us, all right? Just like the brother said, we have to come into the truth, you know, in order for the kingdom of heaven to be built. You know?
Yeah, because it's true. He rested in his truth because why? Many of us was out there like chickens with our head cut off, not knowing what to do. Some brothers might have had an unction that this was not the way life was supposed to be, you know. But then you finally can rest in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, with that hope. Like, yeah, man, if I do well, I'll see the good of it, you know. I might, because that scripture that the brother read, it said might. So there's nowhere in the scripture that say you automatically saved. It said you do this that you may be saved, that you might be saved.
Paul said he has the hope that he will be saved, man. We are saved by hope, man. That's all we have. None of this is guaranteed. The elect is guaranteed, whoever those men may be. That's why the scripture says give diligence to make thy calling and election sure, because none of us know that we are of that number. So therefore we strive and lawfully to enter into the rest, you know? The physical rest, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. This is our spiritual rest, starting with this knowledge. Like the brother said, the kingdom of heaven starts with this knowledge that's within us, you know? We just waiting for it to manifest in this place, man. You know, in this realm, so to speak.
It says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like Brother Montezal always say, man, put on your Howard shot, man. He said, take my yoke and learn of me. Take these scriptures on, take these law, statutes, commandments on, take on your heritage. You an Israelite, man. You're an Israelite, man. The wisdom of the scriptures is for you and your people. Going back to Romans, the 9th chapter, whose are the fathers and the glories and the covenants and the promises that belong to you. That's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua got for you. So take that on and learn of the Lord. He came in the volume of the book. Learn of the Lord, man. Learn of yourself at the same time. Learn who you are. Because that's your purpose on life, because the scripture says what? This is the whole duty of man. Fear God and keep his commandments, man. So that's your purpose as an Israelite. And the purpose of these other nations is to serve you.
For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
Yes, Simone? Because when you put this on, you know what? When you read Sirach, the 4th chapter, it says, first wisdom will try you by her laws and torment you with her discipline. But if you stay on it, then it'll return back you to the straight path, man. Then you will delight in it. Psalm the 1st chapter. Somebody gotta grab that real quick. Psalm 1.
And it said what? My yoke is easy and my burden is light, which goes back to his commandments. It's not grievous, man. You know, the Lord ain't telling us to do nothing difficult. Come out here, teach this word, live accordingly as I say. That's what the Lord tells us to do. As you teach it, live it. As you learn it, apply it. You know? What's grievous in that? Where's the burden in that? You know? That's why Sirach says she will lie on you as a heavy trial, and he would cast her away or it be long, man. Guys that can't handle the discipline of the spirit, man. This discipline that we're receiving, man, is teaching us how to be gods, man. Fuck being a man, it's teaching us how to be a god, man. A god is above a man. You know? A man knows how to control his emotions. How much more a god? You know? The Lord is saying, hey, we think we complaining, man. We think we pissed off. We think we angry. We think we suffering. How much more the Father watching his sons go through these things, man? Constantly hearing the complaints of us. Scripture says the just complain continually. But the Father got great patience, man, because he's bound by his word. All these things got to come to pass, as the scripture say. So when you all down and out and fucked up in the mind, think of the Father, man, because the Father is suffering more than all of us.
I got something real quick, bro. This is Wisdom of Solomon 6:17. It says, for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love. And love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us nearer to the Most High. And that's basically plain, man. Like, if you desire wisdom, you got to desire discipline. That discipline, you steady walking in those laws, like how you said, walking, applying it to your life, it assures incorruption. You know what I'm saying? Basically, man, if you give due diligence to make like calling up election sure, then hey, your fate is sealed. Because that's what the Lord looking for. Because that's written in the scriptures.
Hey, you get 2 Peter 3, the last 2 verses. I think it's 2 Peter 3.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen.
Because the things that are seen is what? It's temporal. It's gonna pass away, man. Seeing that all these things be dissolved, all right? Dissolve, this is what dissolve mean, man. You put a clump of sugar in some water and it disappear, man. So all this gonna disappear, man. Go ahead. By fire.
For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven, we ain't seen it yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen when Tobit in Revelation speaks about the streets of gold and the gates of Jerusalem with the 12 stones. You know, it ain't here yet, but when it do get here, it's gonna be eternal. Go ahead, you got something to say on it, bro.
So basically, you know, that's what it means. It's not grievous as well, because we only here before a moment, man. You know, these earthly bodies don't last long anyways, man. Compared to Yahweh Shemi Shai, these bodies don't last long, man. We on earth only but for a second, you know? So, you know, while we here, like brother, keep iterating, keep being in the work, man. Keep doing the works, man. Keep trying to make that calling of election sure, you know? Keep trying to be as the perfect man. Right.
Yeah, because the brother said getting this wisdom, what the scripture said, but you know, the brother broke it down. Receiving this wisdom is receiving the discipline. You know, so whatever.
It says this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. It says all scriptures is given by inspiration.
In all scripture, you know, what is our wisdom? Did the brother get Deuteronomy 4 and 5?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
In Isaiah 28 and 9?
Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Right, so these laws, statutes, commandments is our wisdom and our understanding in the sight of the nations, right? So let's find out, let's go to Isaiah 28.
Isaiah 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
So whom shall the Lord give this wisdom to, this knowledge to? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast, man. What that goes back to? That goes back to reborn again. John the 3rd chapter. What did Yahweh Shai tell Nicodemus? You know, you got to be born again of the Spirit. How do you do that? By entering into this faith, man. By repenting from your sins and becoming that new creature. You know, everything you learn from these scriptures, you apply it to your life, man. Oh shit, the scripture says stop eating swine. Cool. Scripture says what? If this bitch got a man, then I'm not to sleep with her. Cool. Oh, I can't shave my beard or line my head. Cool.
No pleasure on the Sabbath.
Cool. You know? Why? Because because I'm doing the will of my Father, man, and not the will of my own belly, not what I want to do. Right? Go ahead. And go ahead.
For precept must be upon precept. Precept
Taziara,
upon precept.
go to that scripture and look up that word precept. Keep on, bro.
Line upon line, line upon line. Here a little, and there a little.
So that's how you teach the scriptures. He just said, whom shall he teach knowledge and whom shall he teach this word to? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the press. And then he gave you the breakdown of how you understand the scriptures. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, right? That's what the word precept means. Go ahead, bro.
The word precept in the phonetic sa.
It ain't no V.
Tazawa. Okay. Command, ordinance, oracle, meaning dubious, used in mocking, mimicry of Isaiah's words, and thus not a true divine command. It's in injunction, commandment, precept.
That's what it is. An injunction, a commandment, a precept. So a precept is a statute, is a commandment, is a law.
Yeah.
So Psalms 40 and 7, Hebrews 10 and 7, it says what? Oh, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. So the brother just read, it said, learn of me, because I am meek and lowly. Right? This is how you learn of Yahweh Shai. Taziar, get 1 Corinthians 2, the last verse. You know? This is how you learn these things, man. Go ahead, Doc.
For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people.
Right, and when you look up that word stammering, it goes back to the Hebrew word la'ai, if I'm not mistaken, which means what? Which means mocking, man. So that's why we mock you people, man. That's why we mock you people. And you know what? Is that going off of mocking you? No. Read the book of Kings, man. Elijah mocked all you false prophets as well, man. So go back to that Timothy, brother. Start up a verse.
All right. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 15. It says, in that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures.
And that from a child goes back to humbling yourself, them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. So from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures. You know? So if you came into this truth and you were a literal child, then yes, from a child. But if you came to this truth being 60 years old, then guess what? You a child, man. You a child in the spirit that got to learn all over again. So that from a child thou hast known the Holy Scriptures. Go ahead.
It says, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
How is it able to make you wise unto salvation? Can you hit that, Taziar? Go ahead, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 16. For who hath known the mind of Yahweh Shai, that he may...
No, read it again.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 2 and 16. For who hath known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him. But we have mind of Hamashiach.
See, but we have the mind of Yahweh Shai, man. And how do we have the mind of Yahweh Shai? Lord, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me. Precept upon precept, precept upon precept, man. So this is how we know, the brother read Romans 12 and 2 when I walked up. This is how we know that good and perfect will of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. Being transformed with the renewing of your mind, man. Getting Yahweh Shai into your brain. The scripture says until the day dawn and the day star rise into your hearts, man. Who is that day star? Revelation, the 22nd chapter, man. The star of David, man. Which is Yahweh Shai, man. Go ahead back to that, Timothy.
It says,
and brothers, I don't remember everything I called for. So.
Yeah, we got them.
It says to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
Which can make you wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says all scriptures is given by inspiration of Yahweh. It says And it's profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction, and righteousness.
Right. And that's what the scriptures is made for, man, to perfect us. That's the discipline. Can you read that again, Bible?
It says, and it's profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction.
It's profitable for doctrine. Doctrine is teachings. For reproof, correction, right?
For instruction.
Instruction.
In righteousness.
In righteousness, man. We're being taught how to be gods, man. Being instructed in righteousness. Go ahead, bro.
It says that the man of Yahweh may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Thoroughly furnished unto all good works. That the man of the Most High may be thoroughly furnished, man, unto all good works, man. That's why Romans tell us what? To yield not your members unto wickedness, but yield it unto righteousness. That's the good works, man. Yield your members to do things of the Spirit, to do things that's according to these scriptures, and not to do things that's contrary. Because this wisdom and knowledge that we learn, it just said that it's able to make us wise unto salvation. Can we read that, Brother Bible Shaw?
This is Isaiah 33, verse 6.
Hey, that nigga was a demon. He wanted us to say something to him.
I was, you know, I was finna. I was like,
oh, but that's why you held your peace.
I look at him. I was finna be like, no pictures, but I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. It's crazy. It says, and wisdom. This is Isaiah 33, verse 6.
The only thing that he was recording because he wanted us to say something to him.
Bro, you looked at him, bro. He was like, he just walked away. I was like,
then if we'd have said something to him, he'd have bucked up. Then he'd have did something. Then we'd have to beat his ass because demons always. A nigga ain't gonna walk up on fucking 15 guys. It's that demon on him that's coming up on him, man. You know? But that's good, brothers held their peace. Let that demon do what he do.
That's right, bro.
This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
What's gonna keep us stable?
Wisdom and knowledge.
What wisdom and knowledge? The wisdom we had at Deuteronomy 4. This is our wisdom and our understanding in the sight of the nations. So this is what's going to keep us protected in that day. That word stability goes back to the Hebrew word amawan, which means what? Faith, man. So we got faith that this word is going to preserve us in that day, man. Why? Because this is Yahweh Shai. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
And strength of salvation, man. So if you believe in what you're learning, guess what you're going to do? You're going to apply it to your life, man. Because this is the strength of salvation that you're receiving. So if you truly believe in the word that you're learning, man, you're going to apply everything that you're learning into your life, man.
That's right.
You know, oh shit, I'm fucking up on this area. Oh shit, let me clean that up. Oh shit, I'm fucking up on that area. Can a brother get 2 Corinthians 13 and 5?
I'll just finish it. It says, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep, the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. And when you read in Sirach, the book of Sirach, I believe the first chapter, it says the fear of the Lord drives away sins, man. You know? Why? Hey, because you're killing off that member. The brother read, I believe, he read about the lust. You know, he read about the lust. You cutting the lust of the body, man. You ain't giving your flesh what it desires. You giving your spirit what it desires.
Here,
you know?
I got something to back you up on.
Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
And that's, hey, we die daily, man. You know, we die daily. We mortify the flesh upon him, man. That means what? That you don't give in to the flesh. You know, you don't, hey, what the scripture says, give no provision for the flesh, man. You know, give no occasion to the devil. Don't put yourself in a situation where you know you will fuck yourself up, man. You know? Hey, shalom. You know? Go ahead, bro. That was it on that?
Yes.
Can you reread that again?
It says, for which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
Right, and that's, hey, shalom, brother. And guess what that is, man? That's that discipline, man. Because the outward man perish day by day. You not giving your flesh the lust and its desires, man. You know, you ain't giving it its wants.
You're being tried in that fight.
Yeah. You know, and it says the inward man is renewed day by day. You growing stronger in the spirit, man. Why? Because you constantly feeding the spirit. Because you doing the things that the scripture says and you applying them to your life. Not just being a hearer of the word, but a doer also, as the scriptures tell us to be.
Spirit, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Spirit, we just talking about that, man. These niggas that's coming into the